What up, peeps? It's your boy, the Penguin. I'm sitting next to my boy, the Watts.
Hi, and salutations. Welcome to a whole new installment from Penguin and the Watt Studio Talk, a podcast.
Blam. Alright, guys. This is our new podcast called Studio Chat. And in this podcast, we're going to be talking about like movies and what we're watching. And we have different segments. And
We're going to be doing some stuff.
It's like
We're
a
gonna
little
be doing some
show.
stuff.
So
We're going to have fun with it. We're not going to take it too seriously, but we're going to take it very seriously, if you know what I mean.
yeah, it's the same, different,
Same, different.
but still same.
Still same.
Yeah. So let us introduce us. We're gonna get a little bit personal. So with ourselves.
Get into the
I'm a
shit.
penguin. You know, I'm a Virgo. You know, I like soulful walks on the beach and the sounds of insects.
Did you say sofa walks on the beach?
Soul.
Oh, well,
soul.
yeah, the
You
accent.
know, no. So see, I got the hat on and I'm, I have to talk like this, and then a bambaleo. That's your turn.
Is that a thing that you're doing?
No, it's not a thing that I do.
Okay, so. Okay.
This is the Watt.
I am the Watt. I, unlike my hefty cohort here, do not enjoy sofa walks on the beach.
Yeah, we're gonna have a little fat talk.
I hate sand. But I do love movies and everything about them. I like comic books. I'm a freaking nerd. Anything comic book related. Movies, I can't get enough of them. TV shows, I'm addicted. Any kind of media. Music, I get into it.
We both like to eat.
I get into it. And food. Food's fun. Food's
really
also addicting.
Fun with food.
So we're going to talk about many things. We'll throw in like different segments in there. You got to throw in whatever you like, whatever you don't like. We're going to have definitely interactions with the public via the Facebook Live. We'll definitely do some future giveaways and stuff. But that depends on your attendance. Okay, so don't be tardy. Anything else about you that you want to get to the nitty gritty about? Who is the Penguin? Like, who's on the inside? Like, who am I really?
Who am I? That's a word. Who am I?
That's a question.
It's a question that we all are asking. I think we should analyze this.
You can analyze that.
Ah!
You.
This guy.
Okay.
So, let's get into it. Let's get into the meat.
All right.
Let's go with our first segment. What's our first segment?
Before our first segment, I'd like to go ahead and usually give out maybe some shout-outs from our viewers. Maybe answer some questions that they might have. However, this is our first show, and we don't have any. So, hey, whatever. So let's jump into our second segment, which will be all about the movies. So let's all go to the movies.
Let's all go to the movies.
Let's all go to the movies and talk about some movies.
Maybe I'm just broke.
Okay, so like Penguin. What have you seen in the theater so far this year?
Well, we both saw them together, so
We have gone to the theater quite a few times together.
Yes.
Yeah. So
we're friends,
what have we seen, man? Let's talk about that.
Well, we saw Logan. Ooh, we saw Power Rangers. Very awesome. I like the Power Rangers. The Power Rangers was really cool.
Power Rangers was good.
Really cool. Yes.
Power Rangers is pretty good.
We saw that Beauty and the Beast.
Beauty and the Beast, that was pretty bad. What else? What was that one movie that we saw?
Oh, King Kong.
King freaking Kong. That was a good movie. That was a beast of a movie, would you say?
It was a Kong of a movie.
Yeah?
Not the king of a movie, though.
No, not the king of a Kong of a movie, but
No.
it was a beast of a movie.
We also saw Guardians.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Which our review?
2.
It's somewhere around.
Around the interwebs.
Check
So
the
check
review
that out.
Actually, check all our reviews out. We'll put a link to our YouTube page, and our Facebook page is at Penguin in the Watt.
Yeah, so pretty much any movie that we've seen in 2017 so far, like Logan and etc., you can check out our reviews there.
Let's talk about March, dude. March was actually like a really good month.
March was a huge month. Well, that's where Kong came out. That's where Logan came out.
Yeah.
That's where that other movie we saw came out.
We still have some movies that we need to watch, but we really missed them out. Chips.
Well, yeah, Chips came out in March that we didn't get to see.
Any horror flicks?
Beauty and the Beast came out in March. We did see that.
Any horror flicks that came out?
Horror flicks. There are some horror flicks of 2017. However, none of them are like notable as of yet. There was that movie Split, which is kind of like.
Oh yeah.
It's actually.
That's out now on Blu-ray, isn't it?
Right.
I haven't seen it.
That came out.
I want to see that.
Technically, spoiler alert. It's a sequel in a way, or at least related to the universe of the movie Unbreakable by M. Night Shyamalan with Bruce Willis and Samuel L. Jackson.
I want to see that.
Rumored that a follow-up movie with Samuel L. Jackson's character, Mr. Glass, it's rumored that there's going to be a movie about him. So that's exciting. It's a very cool, interesting universe. I actually am a fan of M. Night Shyamalan. Some people, not so much. But personally, my favorite...
I love the Shyamalan.
Shyamalama Ding Dong. My favorite M. Night Shyamalan movie has to be The Village.
Yeah.
You like that?
Yeah.
Because the whole time you have no idea what's going on, and then that twist.
You're actually believing the whole thing. You're like, oh my god,
there's no monster. That's my wife. That is great. It is a great movie. I like that. Okay, so that's pretty much what we saw.
What movies
so
are we
far.
excited to see still?
Man, what is coming out this year so far, Paul?
Oh man, Cars 3. I definitely want to see that. I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
I'm definitely excited about Cars 3. I'm sorry, I like that franchise.
No, well, Moana came out last year, technically.
Yeah, I know. So that's what's some other ones like? You could probably throw them out there, and I probably would say, yeah, we'll see that. There's some superhero movies out this year.
Yeah. Oh, well, Wonder Woman's coming out.
Yeah, Wonder Woman.
I am actually pretty excited to see that.
I'm sorry, comic book movies. I need to stop saying superhero movies.
No, that actually is a superhero movie.
Yeah.
This is Guardians is not a superhero movie. It's more of a comic book movie. I wouldn't call them superheroes. Because they're non-terrestrial. They're from outer space. So who knows what's out there. Okay. That's us at the movies. Another segment that we're kind of going to try on for size is we're going to talk about what we're watching, whether it be TVs or movies. What are you watching, Paul? What are you watching right now?
I'm actually going back and rewatching because I missed most of the season, but now it's on Netflix because Netflix has this exclusive deal with certain shows that as soon as the last episode's over, the next day they usually throw up the whole season. So I'm watching DC Legends of Tomorrow.
Oh yeah, that is their deal with CW. Is that the week?
I can't keep up because I'm watching The Flash, then I watch The Arrow, then I watch The Legends, and I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, the week after finale airs for a CW show, it will be the entire library will be on Netflix,
which is great actually, especially if you missed a couple episodes. So I'm gonna get into that and learning more about the GSA, which is cool. Or the JSA,
the Justice Society of America, sir.
Which is cool.
Sir.
Like your poster makes sense now.
Okay. Who's your favorite JSA character that you've seen so far?
The Captain Steel?
Captain Steel.
Captain Steel, yeah.
That's cool.
He's a cool
Mine
dude.
is probably Stargirl because she's hot.
Stargirl's cool too.
But Obsidian is just boss.
Yeah. What's some shows that you're looking forward to that's coming up soon?
Well, what I'm looking forward to.
First of all, let's get in. What are you watching?
Well, okay, yeah, let's go with that first. Right now, I am watching Scream, the TV series, which is just insanely awesome. I did not expect it to be good.
Is that on MTV?
It is an MTV show, which that's why I wasn't gonna watch it. I was not into it when it first started. I'm like, no, MTV, why are you doing things? And now that I'm watching it on Netflix, it's been about a week and I'm already at the end of season 2.
Can we bleed that show into other MTV shows like Like, 16, whatever that 16
Yeah. 16 and pregnant means screams.
Or my 16-year-old birthday party, or that stupid show is.
My super sweet 16. My super sweet scream.
He just comes out and starts stabbing everybody. Great. I'd watch that.
That would be great. Yes, the ultimate of crossovers is the murder of MTV's failures.
I think what I'm looking forward to, actually, dude, Netflix right now is killing it. This summer is going to be really nice this year. Orange is the New Black, House of Cards, Cloak and Dagger.
Ooh, Cloak and Dagger, yeah.
I'm so excited for all those shows, man. Oh, the Defenders.
Right, oh yeah.
Alright?
Yeah, that's coming out.
That's coming out, man. Oh, summer's going to be great to watch TV shows on Netflix. Master of None, we're going to actually get into that.
Yeah, that'll probably be in our next
We might even do a review of that, put our thoughts.
So, yeah.
We might keep it for the podcast there. That'd be cool to just review it here.
Back to the Scream thing, I would highly recommend this. It is surprisingly good. I would never have imagined being able to do a slasher film as a TV show, and boy, did they ever pull it off. So,
does it pick up off the movies?
No, it's completely different.
Different
completely
story?
different. It's instead of
using the same killer.
No.
Like even the mask and all that shit.
Nope.
Oh wow.
Nope. It's different. Sick. Same. Different. But still same. Yeah, what it is.
How do you do that without the mask? The mask is like a
I'm gonna
iconic.
explain it to you, man. Instead of Ghostface, what they had this guy who was deformed in their town, and there was like all this controversy relating around him. His name was Brandon James, and he had a deformed face, and he wore a surgically altered mask. So no. So he wore the surgically altered mask, and it kind of
sort of like a Phantom thing.
Kind of like it held his face together. It wasn't more for an aesthetic appeal. It was like it helped his face be a face. So anyway, they do this whole situation where like maybe he passed or whatever, and years later, somebody has wearing his mask and going around killing people, and just the way it plays out, the way the story is, the drama, it's amazing. There's characters that you're gonna just love. There's characters you are gonna want to die, and there's people who you're gonna be so sure that they're the killer in season 1, and then they're not. And then in season 2, you're going to be like, there's no way they're the killer, and then they're the killer. And you're just like, what? This is an amazing show. I have to give this like a 9 rating. It is a great show to watch. That's what I'm watching. As far as shows I'm looking forward to, I think it's going to go Orange is the New Black. I'm waiting for that.
Not even excited about the Defenders?
I'm not as excited about the Defenders.
Really?
Yeah, you know why? Because there's a lot of... I don't know.
I'm super excited about Cloak and Dagger. I've read the comic books. I was really interested.
I was really into Iron Fist. I liked it. A lot of people disliked it. I liked it.
I still have to watch it. I haven't really watched it yet. It's probably one I gotta binge watch. We're also going back and watching some shows. Like, him and I are recently just started watching Big Love again, and just getting back into those characters was kind of cool, and just seeing my boy Bill Paxton.
Yeah, so I mean, once we, because this is actually my first time watching Big Love, so we'll definitely come back and talk about that in the future. So what we're gonna do now is a segment called The Rundown.
Not with The Rock.
Not The Rock movie. We're gonna go ahead. We randomly selected a genre today. Raunchy teen comedies. Just basically talk about some raunchy teen comedies, what's good, what's not good, but basically what's the classic comedies that you should... if you haven't watched these movies, you're on planet X, basically. So movies...
You're on Fifth Earth.
Yeah, you're somewhere. But best raunchy teen comedies that you should see, if you haven't seen, you need to see. Go ahead and throw some out there, man. I'll hop in.
American Pie.
All right. And,
fun.
Well, American Pie, and I believe the inspiration.
The whole series, though.
Oh yeah, the entire series, even the ones you don't care for so much. I do. The fillers that are the main cast. the non-canon American Pies are just as good to me. And the inspiration for American Pie, I believe, is the all-time classic Porky's. Who cares about Jason Biggs?
I love Jason Biggs.
The pie fucker.
I love the pie fucker.
Anyway, Porky's is probably like the best of the best when it comes to raunchy teen comedies. It may be a bit dated at this point, but you still need to watch it. Not another teen movie, obviously a spoof of those. If you're going to watch horror, you're going to watch Scary Movie to spoof it.
This technically is a comedy.
No, I'm not even going to list that one.
Yeah.
Hard Bodies, that's a classic. Not really, not so much a comedy, but definitely raunchy. Animal House.
I want to list these. Sex Drive, Euro Trip, Road Trip, and The Girl Next Door. I love all this.
Those are more of the stuff that we grew up with, I guess. The
funny.
more millennial-ish of the raunchy teen comedies. American Pie, Sex Drive, Euro Trip.
I'm more of a Revenge of the Nerds type guy. There you go.
Well, yeah, no, definitely.
Love that.
Nerds. One that really shouldn't be in here, but kind of makes it by default, is Hot Tub Time Machine. It kind of fits. We got Weird Science, Risky Business, Superbad, and then the most classic of classics, featuring my pal Spicoli.
We could. Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
We can even say that this is something of more of a. I think it's a dying genre, dude. I mean, you don't
The
see
raunchy teen comedy is a dying genre? No.
I think it is.
You're kidding me.
Name one good one in the past 5 to 10 years.
Well, obviously.
Besides Hot Tub Time Machine.
American Pie. Hold on. Let me go ahead. 5 to 10 years. American Pie Reunion.
I was a teenager.
Sex Drive. Euro Trip.
When that came out, I was a teenager when that came out, man.
Yeah, well, that's the first one, but you still got Sex Drive and Euro Trip. Hot Tub Time Machine 1 and 2.
Recently?
Yeah, there has been a lack of raunchy teen comedies.
Superhero movies.
Yeah, they've kind of taken over.
Yeah, comic book movies have taken over, and what are you going to go slapstick?
I don't know. I guess people just wanted to stop watching kids fuck, or attempt to have the sex. So
that's slasher films.
I agree. Oh my god. Well, dude, we're getting a new Jason and we're getting a new Freddy, so let's be excited. So that's pretty much the rundown of raunchy teen comedies that you should see, and if you haven't seen, I pity the fool. And lastly, we're going to go ahead and do just a little fun segment. Obviously, we're a little disorganized here. This is our first run through, so please bear with us. Hopefully we'll be better in the future, and you'll come back time and time again. But what we're going to love to leave you with is our ideas of who should play in a remake or a reboot of a former movie.
Before we started, we actually threw this out on Facebook in a Facebook live chat.
Yeah, we had some great suggestions.
And we had some really good suggestions, but we're going to use those. We're going to use those in
we use them in the future. I'll even say them. Somebody threw out Superman. I'm going to love playing around with those ideas. Edward Scissorhands. Who could replace Johnny Depp? Maybe Reservoir Dogs, The Sandlot, and Bedknobs and Broomsticks. That's going to be an interesting one to play with. However, we did choose to recast a new reboot of Psycho. If you remember the classic Psycho, where Norman Bates dresses as his mom and murders a bunch of people, namely a woman named Marion Crane. I'm not even going to go into the original. The original is a classic. Don't want to touch it. The one I want to remake and reboot is the remake of the reboot. With Vince Vaughn and Anne Heche. And as anyone who's seen this movie knows, that there's a wonderful, beautiful scene where you get just a fraction of a second clip of Anne Heche's butthole. when she's stabbed in the shower, the classic shower scene, and she falls over and just spreads it so eloquently.
Stabs, by the way, were really clean.
Oh yeah, well, Norman knows how to use a knife, sir. I'm not going to go ahead and do everybody in the movie. I'm just going to go ahead and do the main characters. We're going to leave you with that. For Norman Bates, we went with, his name's Robin Lord Taylor. He's the guy who plays Penguin in the Gotham series. He's just got this look, man. And he's got this creep about him. I definitely would like to see him play that. And also, this guy came up with another great movie that he could reboot. What is it?
Willard.
Willard.
Yeah.
The movie with the rats. And then this guy had a hard-on for this girl, so I let him go ahead and cast her as Marion Crane, the chick who gets stabbed in the shower. Go ahead.
Amy Adams.
Amy Adams. He has a hard-on for her, so...
He does too.
Listen,
he wants to see her butthole.
If she wants to spread her cheeks and show me her butthole in the shower, Amy Adams, I'm down. Just saying. That's about it. Those are really the main two characters. I don't really know who else I would care as cast as sub characters. But that's our thing. This is our podcast. I hope you enjoyed it. We're kind of rambling today. We'll be a little more organized in the future, I'm sure. You want to go ahead with your regular spiel?
There's no regular spiel.
Yeah, you gotta like it, you gotta share it, you gotta subscribe it, you gotta see it first. Or hear it first.
You just did it.
I did it. I did it!
He did it.
We just
got a number! And we're out. Bye.